Okay, so moving on to like our last segment. So this is where we ask you about any challenges you face or advice for anyone interested to start a career in football or sports. So what are some of the challenges you face or observe, like in Passion FC, like your internship?
I'd say the biggest challenge is rejection because we are a relatively new organization and not a lot of people know about it. So it's really hard for us to get the word out and to get people to, I guess, understand our concept, get connected with us, and also participate in the movement. So I remember I did outreach last month and we focused on footballers in Turkey. We didn't have a lot of connections there. So it was just a lot of cold messaging on Instagram. And I remember that was kind of discouraging for me because I messaged like 50 or more accounts and none of them replied. And it's easy for you to think that you might be doing something wrong, but then it's important to understand that it's not your fault. Because yeah, in the world of football, you face a lot of rejection, whether it be like maybe you're a professional player, you don't get to sign on the club that you want to play with, or yeah, maybe you think you're not good enough, you don't get to play in the team that you want. These are all things that are very discouraging, but it's important to remember that if you love soccer and you are willing to spend time on it, then it doesn't really matter if you face rejection because it's going to happen eventually in life. But what matters is that you persevere and that you continuously give time, love, and energy into this work because eventually it will pay off. I don't know how long, and I don't know, it might not be necessarily in the way that you originally envisioned it to be, but I guarantee that as long as you continue to put the heart into cultivating your love for the sport, is going to pay off. And it doesn't matter if you think that you're not good enough, as long as you have the drive to make it work, I'm sure you can make a career and a living out of it.
I mean, you faced all those rejections, right? Was there a tactic you used to like get people to not reject you, or was it just sheer determination?
Um, I don't think you can get people to not reject you.
Right, right.
Yeah, I think it's very hard, but you just have to keep trying. Like if one door closes, if they're not that person's not willing to respond, you go to someone else. And one thing that I've learned that's really helpful is connections.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically forming good connections with your coaches, players, people that you know, because that will really help you in the long run, especially in the sports industry, where a lot of it is just like referrals, based on word of mouth, where you get into teams or jobs and tryouts from people that you know, because I guess it's this belt of trust that you develop with people that you know. So I think one thing that is helpful into cracking the sports industry is definitely to develop good connections with people that you know, start messaging them, get connected with them, check in on them from time to time to let them know about opportunities that you might have, so then they'll keep you in mind when something comes up as well. So yeah, it's like maintaining good relationship with everyone is really important.
Right, right. Okay, so one last thing. Do you have any other advice for someone interested to start a career in football or sports?
As cliche as it sounds, just do it. I'm actually wearing like the Nike
Oh, there
hoodie
you
right
go.
now. It says just don't quit and just do it. Yeah, like it's it's hard for you to like imagine how your careers are going to be like because you haven't like really gotten started into it. And it's easy for you to get boggled up into like, oh, how am I going to do this? Like what am I going to do? Like how am I going to get the money, the funds, the resources? But if you think too much and you don't actually do it, then you're never going to get started in it. So I'd say, yeah, it's good to have planning and it's good to have a general idea and a general direction of what you want to pursue, but don't think too hard on it and just get started doing it because when you get started doing it, things will start falling into place. You'll get to meet people who share the same goals and vision as you, and maybe you get to collaborate and talk to them, and then they'll help you along the way to shape your path. So yeah, just have don't have like kind of force yourself to go into like, okay, I want to go work for this team, I want to do this thing. have a general direction, but don't limit yourself. So kind of see how it goes, where the opportunity leads you, and where there's a will, there's a way. Like I know this is really cliche, but as long as you put your heart into it and you're determined to find a way that'll work out, it will work out. And there are many ways to make a living out of sports. Like you don't have to be a professional player, you don't have to be a coach. You can maybe work in sports commentary and journalism and management. There's so many things related to soccer and the sports industry, and there are constantly new jobs that are coming up. Maybe even you can work for social media for a team, and there are so many new exciting opportunities coming up that you can really do anything. So the opportunities really are limitless.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much for like sharing with us today and joining us
It's
here
my
today.
pleasure.
Okay, and thank you everyone for tuning into our career series brought to you by Soccer Girl Goals and Passion FC. As mentioned at the start of the interview, we hope that this series can show people that playing football and having a passion for football can provide opportunities for you, both within and also beyond football. So thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.